Morning to you all.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, I think you all are safe and staying at home.
Yes,
So
sir.
Yes, sir.
myself Anand Saravde, and our today's subject is English.
Yes,
So
sir.
before starting our topic, please tell me what things can we see around us? Once again, I'm repeating the question. What things can we see around us?
So birds, plants, animals, people.
Yes, very good answer. So,
And
in
human
our,
beings.
yes, Banku, correct. It is human beings also. So your answers are correct. Uh, surrounding to yeah, in our surrounding, plants, animals, birds, mountains, river, human being, all these things we can see around us. So,
Excuse
uh,
me, sir.
yes, sir.
Please keep your mobile horizontally
Mm,
so
is
it
that
can
okay,
be
sir?
viewed by everyone.
Sir, now is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Is it visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Vijay, sir, is it okay now?
It is not visible to me properly.
Mm, whether PPT is visible or not, sir?
PPT, I can see it on my mobile, but on the desktop, it is not visible properly. So you may ask the kids also. Uh, is it visible to them?
Yes, yes, yes.
Kids,
Rudraksh,
is it visible to you?
this picture visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you
Yes, sir.
Sir, but
Yes,
this
sir.
is
Sir,
sir,
is your
but the
mobile
picture is blur.
horizontal or vertical?
Horizontal.
Anand sir,
yes, sir?
is your mobile horizontal or vertical?
Actually, I made it both, sir. Horizontal as well as vertical. Now it is horizontal. So, is it okay, Vijay sir, or are there any changes, sir?
Once again, keep it as vertical if it is not visible. Because in the recording, no, it's not visible
It is not
properly.
visible. Sir, if you can play from there, it would be better, sir.
I will try. Okay.
Because from my mobile I'm sharing, no, then PPTs are not in visible in your PC, no.
Sure, sure.
So whether it is now visible, Aditi,
Yes,
Ajinkya,
sir.
whether it,
Yes, sir. It's invisible.
Yes, sir.
Vijay sir,
Yes, sir. I'm there. I'm doing this.
sir, but it would be problematic if I want to change something now and then I will have to ask to you.
No, I got it. It's just opening. Wait.
Yeah.
Sir, during when till it comes, you may continue.
Yes, sir, but I can have control from here, sir. Because if I
Uh,
want something
no, orally you can continue.
orally, I'll continue. But about PPT, if I want to change some PPT, then I will have to ask you what, or can I change it from here?
It's coming, but you have to wait. Oh, okay, it's there. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Everybody, can you see it?
Yes, the picture is visible to you, student.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So okay. So yes, again, same question. So what things can we see around us? So your
Plants,
answer was
animals,
Animals,
plants,
birds,
animals,
rivers,
birds,
river,
Human.
mountain, rivers,
and human being. Try not to give answer together. Okay, try to give answer only one student at a time. Okay, otherwise it will be chaos, create chaos. So
Yes, sir.
yes, your answer were animals, birds, plants, rocks, mountains, trees, etc., etc. Think if some of these things start speaking you. Let's take one example of the bird. As you can see in next slide, there are so many birds.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
various birds are there. Consider or imagine if bird out of these birds comes out and starts speaking with you, then how great it would be. It would be a fun if a bird is coming to you and starts speaking with you. So before moving further, as you know, there are various types of birds. Some birds can fly and some birds cannot fly. Okay, there are some birds uh, which can fly and there are some birds which cannot fly. So the birds which can fly are parrot is there, sparrow is there, crow is there,
Sir.
and the birds which cannot fly,
Good morning.
uh, uh, the birds which cannot fly are penguin is there, emu is there, ostrich is there. These birds cannot fly. Vijay sir, yes,
Over.
next sir. Okay, so our today's topic is that out of these birds, no one bird is coming to us, and that bird is speaking with us. So, what that bird will speak with us, what that bird wants to share about itself. So, all these things today we are going to learn about. That one bird is coming to us, and that bird is speaking with us. So, today that's what we are going to learn about, and the name of the topic is autobiography of a great Indian bustard, as you can see on the screen. Yes, autobiography of a great Indian bustard. Here are two things are there. First thing, autobiography. So what do you mean by autobiography? If we split this word into two, auto and biography. So uh, auto means self, and here biography means written in written form about oneself. So an autobiography is the story of a person's life that is written by the person himself. And other thing is their biography. A biography is the story of a person's life that is written by someone else. Let's understand this in detail. Consider if Aditi, Aditi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, consider, yes, Aditi. Consider if Aditi is writing her writing about her personal life, and she herself is writing that, then that writing will become an autobiography, because Aditi is writing about whom she is writing, about herself she is writing. If a person's is a person is writing about his own life or her own life, then it would become an autobiography. And if consider Aditi is writing about Mehak, Aditi is writing about Mehak or Mehak's life, then it would become biography. So the difference is clear between autobiography and biography. Is that clear to you? That biography is a story of person's life that is written by someone else, but autobiography is the story of person's life, but that story is written by that person itself. Okay, is that clear to you? The difference between autobiography and biography?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So yes, if it is clear, then here we are not going to study about biography. Here we are going to study about autobiography, and that autobiography is of a great Indian bustard. Then what that great Indian bustard is? Actually, it is a bird. It is a bird, and it is not that familiar bird, because all the time we are hearing about peacock, all the time we are hearing about parrot, all the time we are hearing about sparrow, this and that. This the great Indian bustard is not that familiar bird, and today he is our friend because he is going to speak with us. So our topic name is autobiography of a great Indian bustard. So what great Indian bustard is? Great Indian bustard is a bird, and as you can see here in the picture, the great Indian bustard. So great Indian bustard is speaking with us, and the first question is, which is yes, which is the heaviest flying bird in India? Actually, this question I'm not asking. Now that great Indian bustard started speaking with us, he's our new friend today. So he started speaking. So he's asking us one question: which is the heaviest flying bird in India? As we discussed, there are so many types of
Great
birds, various
Indian bird.
types of birds. Some birds can fly, some birds cannot fly. So great Indian bustard is asking us, which is the heaviest flying bird in India? So can you guess? Any guesses?
Yes, sir.
Yes, who is going to tell the answer?
Sir, Shweta.
Yes, Sweta, you can continue. Good.
Sir, great Indian bustard.
Yes, answer is correct. It would have been more correct if you have given in full sentence. The heaviest flying bird in India is the great Indian bustard. So, very good. Shweta, your answer is correct. And now Great Indian Bustard is speaking that, friends, it's me. Means Great Indian Bustard himself is speaking with us, and he is telling that, friends, it's me, the Great Indian Bustard, that I am the heaviest flying bird in India. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now,
Yes, sir.
now Great Indian Bustard is speaking with us. Let's hear what he says. I have more than 30 different names in various Indian languages. In Marathi, I am known as Maldhok or Hum. I can weigh up to 18 kilos and stand up to 4 feet in height, reaching up to your shoulders or even higher. I have got a long white neck, brown wings, tall yellow legs, and a black cap on my head. So that's what in first paragraph the great Indian bustard told us. So let's discuss what exactly he told. Let's understand what he told. So dear students, as you can observe here, the appearance of the great Indian bustard, you can see the weight. He's telling that I can weigh up to 18 kilos, and it can stand up to 4 feet in height. As your sixth standard student, your height is near about 4 to 5. Uh, uh, okay, so your height is about 4 to 5 feet. So great Indian bustard is telling that my height is up to 4 feet in height, means almost it is up to your shoulders or even higher. So that is what about his height and his weight. Next thing he is sharing with us is appearance. So appearance, what he is telling about his appearance. So he is having black cap on his head. I think you can see in the picture. Black cap is on his head. Next, his neck is white. His neck is white. His feathers are brown, and he has tall yellow legs. Is the picture visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. That's what he shared about his. That's what he shared about his appearance, his size, and his weight. Okay. Now next thing he is sharing. Now Great Indian Bustard is sharing with us. My wife Mrs. Bustard is smaller and slimmer than I am, and her neck is not white. So, um, dear friends, in short, compared to male Great Indian Bustard, the female Great Indian Bustard is small and thin, as you can observe in the picture shown here, and you can easily identify which bird would be male Great Indian Bustard and which bird would be the female Great Indian Bustard. Males and females are distinguished by the color of their feathers and body size. Actually, here, yes, sir, Vijay, sir.
Sir, your volume is not proper. I think no, your sound is not proper. Is it audible to
Sir,
all?
we are listening very properly.
Is it
So,
clear to you?
students, is there any problem, students?
No, sir.
Can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Properly.
Vijay, sir,
There may be a problem for me. Okay, okay.
because, sir, it is audible to all the students. There might be a problem from your side, sir.
Maybe. Thank you. Continue, sir.
Okay, sir. And students, particularly, I'll assign one. Rudraksh is there. Banku, Banku, are you there? If you are having any problem from your side,
No,
means
sir.
if students are not been able to hear, no, then please tell me. I'll rectify it. Okay, I'll correct it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So whether my voice is clear or not now.
The clear.
Clear, yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Vijay, sir. Can I continue? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Continue. It's clear.
Okay. Now, students, in first paragraph, the Great Indian Bustard shared about his appearance, his size, his weight, his height, and about female Great Indian Bustard he shared. Now, again, he is sharing something with us. Let's hear what he wants to share. So now, Great Indian Bustard is speaking. Now, I live on grasslands and deserts along with my other friends, including chinkara, blackbird, and larks. I eat everything, including snakes, lizards, small fruits, and berries, and all sorts of insects. That's a very healthy habit. But grasshoppers and beetles are my favorite food items. So, in next paragraph, the Great Indian Bustard is sharing about his habitat. So what do you mean by habitat? Habitat in the sense, in short, what we can say here, where he lives, okay, his surrounding, where he likes to live. So the Great Indian Bustard is sharing about his habitat, and what he is sharing that I l- I like to live on grasslands and deserts. Where he has a lot of friends. So now he is sharing about his friends also. So his friends are Chinkara, Blackbird, and Lark. You can see in the slide, you can see in the picture his friends Chinkara, Blackbird, and Lark. Yes, here
Yes.
Chinkara,
Yes,
Blackbird, and
sir.
Lark. Lark is actually a songbird. It is a songbird. Songbird. Okay, is it clear to you? Now, yes, he eats lizards, small
Yes, sir.
fruit, berries, insects. So in next picture you can see his food. What he eats: snake, lizard, then yes, berries, insects. Okay, all these things he eats. But as we have some favorite food, yes or no? We also like
Yes, of course.
particular food, and we like to eat always. Like that, the Great Indian Bustard also has his favorite food, and his favorite food is grasshoppers and beetles. So I think you can see here his favorite food. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in next paragraph, the Great Indian Bustard shared about his habitat, his food. Next, now Great Indian Bustard again sharing something with us. Let's listen what he shares. Indian bustard is sharing about his habit. Actually, a habit means a routine of behavior that is repeated regularly, or simply we can say a pattern of behavior. So, what kind of pattern of behavior he's having? So, he's telling us when it starts raining, we all gather at our favorite grasslands where there are no people to disturb us. I perform a wonderful dance by galloping here in the special feathery pouch attached below my neck. This pouch helps me to produce a resonating sound similar to the one produced by the cow. Hmm. I dance in joy with puffed out feathers and cocked up tail and dropped down wings. It helps me to impress my soulmate. So that's what the great Indian bustard shared about his habit. So, dear friends, here the great bustard is sharing his habit. In this, he is telling particularly the rainy season, in which they gather on their favorite grasslands and perform a wonderful dance, and they have special habit of galloping air in the pouch that is attached below his neck. I think you can see this in the picture that feathery pouch is there, and great Indian bustard has gulped the air. What do you mean by gulp? Actually, gulp means to swallow large amount of food, drink, etc. quickly. Here we have to take the meaning swallowing air quickly. So great Indian bustard is swallowing the air quickly. That is why you can see there uh, the gulping of air. Is it visible to you? Can you see his neck?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
due to that galloping of air, it releases that air fast, and due to that release, it produces a resonating sound, and the sound is similar to what sound? It is similar to the sound. It is similar to the cow's sound, and it is hum. What it is? Hum. That is why in Marathi, uh, Great Indian Bustard is having another name, and the name is Hum. What it is? Hum.
Hmm.
So what first name it is having in Marathi? Can anyone tell?
Hmm.
We discussed it.
Maldhok.
Yeah, correct answer. Maldok it is. What it is? Maldok. Very good. And second name is Hum. Second name is Hum. And due to this resonating sound, this bird has got another name, and that is Hum. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
this
sir.
dance,
Yes,
this
sir.
dance helps the great Indian bustard to attract his partner. Okay. Now you can see here that sound is there. Hum. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in next paragraph, the great Indian bustard is sharing about his eggs and young ones. Let's listen and understand what he shares. Now, great Indian bustard is speaking with us. Let's hear. You know that we birds lay eggs and our young ones hatch out of eggs. Mother great Indian bustard lays just one egg directly on the ground. We don't believe in building nests, but we have a special trick to protect our eggs from predators. The egg looks like a stone. Monitor lizards, foxes, dogs, pigs, snakes, and eagles are enemies of my egg and chick. But my wife protects the egg from all of them. By the time our young ones hatches out of the egg, rain arrives. There is plenty of grass swarming with insects, fresh food for my family. Young ones of other birds soon fly away from the nest, but a great Indian bustard mother and chick stay together for nearly 1 year. The chick learns many good habits from the mother. So here, my dear students, as great Indian bustard is sharing about his eggs and his young ones, let's discuss, let's understand what he told. Okay, so My dear friends, if you remember, we have studied in standard fifth that the young ones of the birds hatch out of the eggs. Yes or no? In EVS, we
Yes,
studied
sir.
the young ones of the birds hatch out of the
Yes.
eggs, and great Indian bustard is also a bird. So his young ones means his chicks are also hatching out of the egg. Generally, this happens in the from the month of March to September. Means laying eggs and hatching chicks out of the egg happens from the month of March to September. Once a female great Indian bustard lays an egg, it requires around 28 days to hatch that egg and to come out of out the chick. Means nearly it requires 28, around 28 days. Some great Indian bustard may 25, some may take 26, some may take 27, or some may take 30. But on an average, it requires around 28 days to hatch the egg and to come out the chick. And what happens after hatching? After hatching, the chick remains with his mother, great Indian bustard, almost for a year. And as we learn so many things from our parents, the chick of the great Indian bustard also learns many things like hunting, hiding, flying, etc. from his mother. So, uh, again, if you can see here about the egg, what the great Indian bustard, here in picture, you can see the appearance of the egg, how that egg looks like. We can see here. Yes, that egg looks like a stone. Yes, so the predator, actually predator means the animals which hunt, kill and eat other animals. So the predators which wants to eat the egg of the great Indian bustard, they get confused between a stone and an egg. So they get confused and they cannot eat. So this is the special trick they are having to protect their egg. What we can say, it is a natural trick. What we can say, it is a natural trick
Natural.
given to, yes, given to a great Indian bustard to protect their eggs. Yes or no?
Yes,
And
sir.
Yes, sir.
here, great Indian
Yes,
bustard
sir.
is sharing about his enemies. So his enemies are, as you can see in the next picture, his enemies are monitor lizard, eagle, snake,
Pig.
pigs,
Pig.
foxes, dogs. All these are his enemies, and these enemies either eat their eggs or their chicks. Okay, is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
uh, in next paragraph, the great Indian bustard is telling us about his human friend. It's strange, isn't it? The bird has a human friend. Let's see who is he and what he did for them. Okay, before listening what great Indian bustard is sharing, next thing, tell me, do you have any animal friend or bird friend? The chances are less. The chances are less. But here, great Indian bustard is sharing that I do have one human friend. So who is that human friend? Why he become his friend? What he did for them? So let's hear from great Indian bustard in next paragraph. Okay, so great Indian bustard is speaking with us. You may have heard about a great human friend of ours, Dr. Salim Ali. He had even suggested that we should be given the status of the national bird of our country. But the honor went to our beautiful relative, the peacock. I am happy to tell you that I am the state bird of Rajasthan. We have got 10 sanctuaries for our protection, but sadly, our number is still going down. We used to live in all parts of India, but slowly the growing population of man pushed us away from more than 90% of our home regions. We are afraid of hunters that kill us for fun. We also die due to electric power lines that we can't see while flying. We are losing our homes. Today, only the last 200 of us are left in the world. We need your support and love in order to survive. Can you help us? So, my dear students, here the great Indian bustard is sharing his present condition. Let's discuss what he is sharing. Before that, he told about Dr. Salim Ali. Dr. Salim Ali is the Birdman of India. Why he is known as the Birdman of India? He was one of the very first scientists to carry out systematic bird surveys in India, and he wrote several bird books. That is why he is known as the Birdman of India. Okay, tell me who is the Birdman of India? Are you there?
The
Yes,
great
yes, yes.
Indian
Salim Ali, Doctor.
bustard.
Dr.
Excuse me,
Salim
sir.
Ali. Yes. Okay. So Dr. Salim Ali is the Birdman of India, and
India.
he wrote several books on birds. In 1963, when it came to decide the national bird of our country, so can you tell me the national bird of our country? Yes,
Myself, Khushi, and the
Peacock.
answer is peacock.
yes, very good, Kushi. That answer is fantastic and correct. So, uh,
Thank you, sir.
our national, yes, welcome, beta, and our national bird is peacock. So, when it is decided in 1963, when it came to decide our national bird, that time, Great Indian Bustard was a strong contender for being claimed as the national bird. Dr. Salim Ali, the Birdman of India, himself suggested Great Indian Bustard's name bird. The bird that eventually got the honor was the peacock, which is also another beautiful bird. Here, Great Indian Bustard is sharing that due to growing human population, the 90% of habitat of our homes have pushed or vanished. So, hearing about his problem due to human invasion, his 90% of habitat, rather homes, etc., are pushed away or vanished. So perhaps only 200 great Indian bustards are left. Out of those 200, rather still number is decreasing because 200 number was in 2018. Now number might be less than that. It is around 150, and out of those 150, around 122 great Indian bustards are in Rajasthan, and great Indian bustard is the state bird of Rajasthan. So great Indian bustard is the state bird of Rajasthan. I would like to ask something here. As we are living in Maharashtra, can you tell the state bird of Maharashtra state? Anyone? Yes. Uh, do you know the state bird of Maharashtra? Because Great Indian Bustard is sharing that he is the state bird of
Maharashtra.
Rajasthan.
Sorry,
So the
Rajasthan.
state bird of Maharashtra. Yes, who can share? Yes.
Peacock.
Uh, yes. I think Shweta was there, and your answer
Sir,
is correct.
green pigeon.
Students, remember.
Sir,
Yes,
green
very
pigeon.
good, very good. Yes,
Green
fantastic answer.
pigeon.
It's green pigeon, or in Maharashtra we call it Harial. Harial or green pigeon is the state bird of Maharashtra. Yes or no?
Yes.
So remember, peacock is our national bird. Peacock is our national bird, but state bird of Maharashtra is green pigeon or Harial. Okay,
Okay,
and
sir.
Rajasthan has its state bird as Great Indian Bustard. Remember. Okay, now last paragraph. In last paragraph, Great Indian Bustard is asking us to help him to survive. So let's see how can we.
पापा बाद में फोन करो पढ़ाई चली है
In last paragraph, Great Indian Bustard is asking us to help him to survive. So let's see how can we help him in his survival. So now Great Indian Bustard is speaking. You can write letters to your leaders and make appeal to help
Sir,
us. You can make
just a
my
minute.
yes, yes, sir.
I'm just keeping others mute.
Yes, sir.
So when you want to talk, no, this that time just unmute yourself because some students are still unmuting themselves automatically. I'm
Uh,
muting them.
yes, sir. Some noise is there. Yes, sir.
You unmute yourself, sir.
Okay, sir. Whether my voice is coming, sir? Is that
Yeah, it is audible.
yes?
Continue, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. In last paragraph, Great Indian Bustard is asking us to help him to survive. So let's see how can we help him in his survival. So Great Indian Bustard is speaking with us. You can write letters to your leaders and make appeal to help us. You can make my drawing and submit it to your teacher. You can discuss with your parents. Come to see us at a sanctuary because now you will not see us in other places. And who knows, if humans don't help us, none of us will be left on the earth. You only see us in pictures. So, dear friend, at last, the great Indian bustard is sharing the threat he has been facing of his survival. We need to be aware about the protection of these birds. We human beings have the right to live on the earth, but let's not forget other living things too, including great Indian bustard, have the equal right to live on our planet Earth. So let's not interfere in their natural habitat. This leads to the imbalance of the nature, Mother Earth. So how can we protect great Indian bustard from getting extinct? He himself is sharing the ideas by writing letters to our leaders, drawing pictures, discussing about Great Indian Bustard with our teachers, parents, friends, and visiting their sanctuaries, reservoirs, etc. That's how we can help Great Indian Bustard in his survival. So let's pledge not only Great Indian Bustard, we all will help every living thing on the earth to live peacefully and protect our nature and protect our Mother Earth. And here will protect our today's new friend, the Great Indian Bustard. Uh, so is that clear to you? Okay, your mic is unmute. So now let's recapitulate what we heard from the Great Indian Bustard. Uh, Vijay sir.
Kids, when you want to ask something, you should raise your hand. Sir will unmute you.
Vijay sir,
Yes,
that
sir.
recapitulation slide, sir, please. Okay, so today Great Indian Bustard uh, came to us and he shared so many things about him to us. So what he told us, what he shared with us, that's what we are going to recapitulate now. First thing he shared about his physical appearance, as you can see here, he shared about his weight and height. He told that my weight is to 18 kilos and my height is up to 4 feet. Then he shared about his colors. Color in the sense, the color of the neck is white, the color of the legs yellow, then his browny feathers, etc. He shared. Next thing he shared about habitat. Habitat means about the place where he lives. So he told that I like to live on grasslands and deserts. Next thing he shared about food. So in food, if we can see once again all the slides, it would be better.
From the beginning?
Yes, sir. Sir, from food it would be better, sir. From grassland onwards it would be better, sir. Yes. So Great Indian Bustard shared with us that he likes to live on grassland and deserts. So here you can see grassland. In next picture it is about deserts. So he likes to live on grasslands and deserts. That's what he shared with us about his habitat. Yes, here you can see deserts. In next slide, he shared about his friends. So his friends are Chinkara, Blackbug, and Lar. Next, he shared with us about the food he likes to eat: uh, snakes, lizards, small fruits, berries, all sorts of insects. That's what he likes to eat. But he shared about his favorite food also. Yes, here you can see his favorite food: grasshopper and beetle. These two things are his favorite. He shared about his favorite food. Next thing, he shared about the habit. So habit is what he likes to do. So when it starts raining, they all gather on grasslands or deserts, and they start dancing by galloping air, etc. We studied. That's what he shared with us. Yes, here galloping of air. Next, due to the release of the air, that sound comes hum. That's what he shared, and because of this hum, he got the name hum. Next, he shared about his egg. So egg is similar to, or it looks like stone. So predator gets confused between the egg and the stone. Next, he shared the enemies. The enemies are monitor lizard, foxes, dogs, pigs, snakes, and eagles. These are the enemies of his eggs and uh, chick. Then he shared that Great Indian Bustard mother and chick stay together for nearly 1 year. And here I would like to add one more thing, that the lifespan of Great Indian Bustard is about 12 to 15 years. Okay, out of those 12 to 15 years, the chick spent his nearly 1 year with his Great Indian Bustard mother. Next, he shared about his human friend, and his human friend is Dr. Salim Ali, the Birdman of India. Okay, and Dr. Salim Ali suggested in 1963 that uh, our national bird should be Great Indian Bustard, but due to some reasons, that title has been won by peacock. So next thing he's sharing that no matter I couldn't make the national bird, but I'm happy that I am the state bird of Rajasthan. And as we discussed, out of 150, nearly 122 Great Indian Bustards are in Rajasthan only. So he also told that we have got 10 sanctuaries. Actually, sanctuary is a protected place. Okay, so in our country, 10 sanctuaries are there for their protection. But sadly, then too, their numbers are still going down. Next, he shared that where we can find them. So in Rajasthan, in Gujarat, in Madhya Pradesh, in Maharashtra, in Karnataka, and in Andhra Pradesh. basically we can find them. So next danger, he was telling that due to power lines and great Indian bustard has his weight up to 18 kilograms, so he cannot fly high. So while flying, he can't see uh, power lines, electric power lines, and due to that, also their death number is more due to electric power line. In next, rather in last paragraph, he told us to help him. Please help us. He was sharing that please help us. So how we can help him? That he was telling that you can write letters to your leaders, make an appeal to help us, come to see us at sanctuary, because nowhere we will see them, okay, except sanctuary. So he was requesting us to come to sanctuaries to see them. Then while learning itself, while learning paragraph wise, we discuss the meaning of these words: slimmer, impressive, berries, gulping, pouch. So I hope today you got something interesting to learn about great Indian bustard, because it is unfamiliar bird. Always we are not hearing about this bird. So today we learned something interesting about great Indian bustard. So now based on these things, I would like to ask few questions. But before that, I would like to ask you people: is there any problem? If you want to ask anything, just please. Yes, Vijay sir, if anyone wants.
No, sir. No, any doubts.
No, sir. No, sir.
Sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. No
No,
doubt.
sir. We don't have any doubt.
So no tiny doubts.
No, sir.
So I listen this chapter, sir.
Write down these 5 questions. Sir, unmute yourself. Sir, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay. Sorry, sir. Sorry. So there are two possibilities. If you don't have any doubt, no, that means if you sorry, there are two possibilities. First possibility is that you understood everything or you understood nothing. So which possibility we should consider? You understood everything or you understood nothing?
Everything understood.
Yes, very good.
Sir, we understand everything.
Yes, very good. You understood everything. So now answer me, please. If you can try it, it may wrong, no problem. But you can try. So what is mean by an autobiography?
I will say
Anyone.
Raise hand. Raise hand.
Just raise your hand. Vijay sir will give you the chance. He will. Okay, Aditi wants to share. Okay, sir. Aditi, you can.
an autobiography is a story that written by the person.
Fantastic answer, Aditi. Very good. An autobiography is the story of a person's life that is written by the person himself. Very good, Aditi. Correct answer. Now, next question. Where do Great Indian Bustard? Here, GIB means Great Indian Bustard. Great Indian Bustard likes to live on. So, Gauri, yes, Gauri.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Gauri, you can share.
Great Indian buster likes to live on grasshopper and distance.
almost correct. Little correction. Great Indian likes to live on grasslands and deserts. Correct. Yes, Gauri. Next thing. What is the favorite food of Great Indian Bustard? Here, GIB, Great Indian Bustard. What is his favorite food? Now, who is going to share the answer? Four,
Pankaj.
five, there. Yes, anyone.
Sir, sir, I am tell.
Banku
Yes,
tell.
who is there?
I can tell.
Sir, Shloक.
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, give him chance.
ग्रासहॉपर एंड सर वो ब्लैक कलर था ना आपने जो बताया था वो
Tell us in English.
Yes, good time, good try, good answer. The favorite to speak in English, no? Grasshopper, that was correct. And second word was beetle. That insect was beetle. Okay. So once again, I'm sharing the answer for third question. The favorite food of Great Indian Bustard is grasshoppers and beetles. Okay. So fourth question. Name any two Great Indian Bustards friends.
I can tell. Sir, can I tell? Sir, can I tell?
Okay, okay, okay. You are unmute. So just one. Yes. And ha.
Tara, Jackbot, and Lark.
Yes, fantastic answer. Here they have asked two, but you told three. Good, fantastic. So the two great friends of Great Indian Bustards are Chinkara and Blackbird. Yes, you added Lark also. Fantastic answer. So last question: who is known as the Birdman of India?
Salim Ali.
Uh, somebody
So correct
disclose the
answer.
answer. And Dr. Salim Ali is known as the Birdman of India. Okay. So very good. Your answers were fantastic. Your answers were very good.
Sir, unmute yourself.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. So next thing about homework. Yes. So homework for you. For next English class, before coming to next English class, your homework is first thing, draw a picture of a great Indian bustard, as he himself told us that we can help him like that by drawing picture. So first homework, we will obey him, we will listen to him, and we will help him by drawing a picture of a great Indian bustard. I know you all are good in drawing, so you will draw a fantastic picture of a great Indian bustard. That is your first homework, and I know every student likes to draw. So first homework is to draw a picture of great Indian bustard. Second, with the help of internet, find at least 10 different names of great Indian bustard in various Indian languages. If you remember, in first paragraph only, great Indian bustard shared that he has 30 different names in various Indian languages. So you can take the help of internet now. You can use internet. So with the help of internet, at least 10 different names you have to find of great Indian bustard in various Indian languages. Okay, that is your second homework. And third homework is somewhat interesting. You need to think for this. You will have to think for this. So what you will think, what you will imagine, consider yourself as a peacock. So now great Indian bustard came to us and he shared many things with us. Now you yourself will consider, you yourself will imagine as a peacock, and you will write in short about peacock. Maybe it maybe it you may write 5 sentences, 10 sentences, but in short, you are welcome. But just write about a peacock and imagine yourself as a peacock. So that's what the third homework is. So hope before attending next English class, you will complete your homework. We'll discuss with the on homework, and if you find any difficulty, we'll share. We'll try to solve those difficulties in next English class. So thank you, students. Thank you for attending. With this, I would like to conclude myself for today. Thank you, dear students, teachers, and our respected heads, our dignitaries, or all other officers who visited. Thank you, everyone. Vijay sir, please.
Kids, you have 5 minutes. Write down the questions.
सर सुनाई नहीं दे रहे कुछ.
You have 5 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Now 4 minutes. Write down the questions.
No, sir. No question.
Sir, I finish.
Very good. After 3 minutes, we will leave this live lecture.
Okay.
नीरज
Sir. Good morning, sir.
Wait. Is it over?
No,
Writing
sir.
finished?
No, sir.
Okay.
After 2 minutes, you have another
आवाज आ
lecture.
गया.
Okay. 2 minutes are left for writing down the homework.
Okay, sir. टाइम हो गया. अरे ज्वाइन का क्या कर मैसेज.
Okay. Last minute. Once you finish, you can leave the lecture. Vijay sir, over to you, sir.
Okay. Now, everybody, thank you very much. Okay.
Thank
And
you,
ready for
everyone.
the next lecture. Thank you, sir. Your class is very nice today. Very effective.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Good
you.
presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.